Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the February season kickoff of Thursday Night Thunder. Some unusual weather happening right here tonight, but nonetheless, 16 of your favorite monster trucks are ready to turn it up for you fans here tonight. The runway's a little shorter and the track's a little shorter, but we will still have some great racing action right here tonight to kick off the February season. Now, before we jump into the action here on Thunder, we're taking you down to the pits of the Max D team. They took off the January season. They went over the old truck. That truck right there is the four-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. But they got in touch with MTA officials and started building a new truck all January season. This one has coilover shocks, a front engine design. These guys are ready to rip it up and debut this brand new Maximum Destruction ride. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get down to business as we kick off round one of Thursday Night Thunder Freeze 'em All. Stinger Unleashed draws up against the Zombie Machine. Stinger debuted at the Revenge Show. Zombie, an old warhorse here as we go green down the straight, up and over the cars, and Stinger Unleashed takes it to round number 2 with that brand new piece. Well, up next here in round number 1, we've got the Bigfoot Ford out of Pacific, Missouri. They draw up against the Carolina Crusher Chevrolet out of Wadesboro, North Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, we said it once, we'll say it again. Ford and Chevrolet down the straight, up and over the cars, and Bigfoot turns it over. Bigfoot got crossed up in no man's land right there. You see him get tripped up and just rolled the truck over. Some unfortunate circumstances for Team Bigfoot. Carolina Crusher and the Chevrolet move on to round number 2. Now MTA officials will turn Bigfoot back over in the snow. It doesn't seem to be hurt too bad. We'll see them back next week. Well, coming up next here in round number 1, we've got the Hot Wheels Ford taking on the Taz Machine. Taz was a superstar last month as he tore that truck up for the fans. He has not won the title here yet, but he wants to do it now. Taz and Hot Wheels up and over the cars, and it looks like Hot Wheels may have the win, and the MTA officials confirm that he has the win by 3/4 of a tire. What a close race right there. Well, up next here in round 1, Gravedigger the Legend comes back for some Thursday Night Thunder action, but he draws up against the Snakebite Machine out of the Team Bigfoot camp. Here we go now. Snakebite, Gravedigger the Legend, down the straight, up and over the cars, and they get into each other in no man's land, and it looks like Snakebite's got the win, moving on to round 2. Now, here is the debut of the brand new Maximum Destruction ride, a front engine truck, coilover shocks. Let's see what it can do right here against Medusa as we go green now, down the straight stretch, up and over the cars, and Maximum Destruction will take it to round number 2, putting Medusa on the trailer. Next up here in round 1's the Gravedigger, the 1950 Chevy panel wagon out of Kildova Hills, North Carolina. They draw up against the Chevrolet and Michigan Ice Monster. Both trucks stage now as we get set for green. Down the straight, Ice Monster with the lead, up and over the cars. Michigan Ice Monster will defeat the Gravedigger, moving on to round 2. Next up, the Outlaw, Josh Wells in the El Toro Loco Machine, draws up the legendary UFO. Both trucks are staged at the starting line. Who goes on to round 2 as we go green? They're even up and over the cars, and UFO will shut out the El Toro Loco Machine by half a truck. He will move on. Well, now to close out round number 1, your current Thursday Night Thunder champion, Ashley Obie in Jurassic Attack, took a violent roll at the Revenge Show this past Saturday, but she has a tough contest right here. Megan Jagger and Whiplash. Here we go now down the straight, up and over the cars, and Whiplash will edge out the champion, moving on to round number 2. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you're enjoying the show in the snow. We're heading down to the pits now to find out what the teams are doing. We're getting a word that they're changing up gear ratios in their truck to substitute for this shorter track. A lot of the guys are saying they're hurting their transmissions because they are set for the longer course. These guys are swapping out their gear ratios, hoping to get a quicker response off the line and get a lot more speed on that straight stretch. We're going to find out what happens coming up here in round number 2. The drivers are definitely fighting the trucks down that straight stretch as we get set to kick off round number 2 now. The Chevrolet, Keith Cromwell brings Carolina Crusher to the starting line, but he draws up against the newcomer, Stinger Unleashed. Both trucks stage now as we get set for green down the straight, up and over the cars. What a wheel stand by Crusher, and Stinger goes out the back door. Carolina Crusher with a nice wheel stand, but Stinger moves on. Now up next, the Snakebite Ford out of Pacific, Missouri. He draws up against the Hot Wheels Machine. Both trucks look strong in round number 1 as we get set for green now. Down the straight stretch, up and over the cars, and it looks like Snakebite may have it as he's touching the wall, and the MTA officials confirm Snakebite is the winner. Well, coming up next, the Michigan Ice Monster Chevrolet draws up against the brand new Maximum Destruction ride. He wants nothing more than to put that truck in the winner's circle, but Johnny Redlaw won Revenge in Blue Thunder as we go green, up and over the cars, and Michigan Ice Monster takes the win coming out of round 2. Well, now we get set to close out round number 2. The legendary UFO machine, the Redemption champion and Full Throttle champion, draws up against Megan Jagger and Whiplash. Stage as we go green down the straight, up and over the cars, and Whiplash will put the UFO on the trailer, taking it to the semifinals. We'll be right back after this. MTA Livewire coming to you February 27th. 32 trucks, 1 champion. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, we get set for the semifinals on Thunder. Stinger Unleashed debuted that truck of revenge this past Saturday. Finds himself in the semifinals against the Snakebite out of Pacific, Missouri from the Team Bigfoot camp. Both trucks are staged. Who goes to the finals as we get set for green? Down the straight stretch now, up and over the cars, and Stinger Unleashed looks like he's got it. MTA officials down there to confirm a winner, and he just barely edged out the Snakebite forward. Stinger moving on to the finals, but who will he meet? Will it be Johnny Retlaw and the Michigan Ice Monster Chevrolet, or Megan Jagger and Whiplash, who has won multiple titles here on Thursday Night Thunder? Ladies and gentlemen, Whiplash and Michigan Ice Monster as we go green, down the straight stretch now, up and over, and Michigan Ice Monster headed for the back door again. He will find himself in the finals. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the finals here on Thunder, we're going to take you down to the pits of the MTA shop. You see a brand new Wolverine truck being built, as well as a brand new Little Miss Dangerous ride set to debut very soon. And Team Bigfoot set to debut a new truck in the coming months. They are working hard on that ride. Now, the story is the Equalizer team has decided to retire their old truck and chassis. They have started from scratch and building a brand new ride with a retro design. Also, we're going to take you down to the MTA Junkyard. There you see a Gravedigger body from a past event that was trashed out on the track. There you see one of Black Stallion's bodies that got tore up at one of our events. Some awesome cool stuff right here at the MTA Junkyard where you can come and visit and see some old relics from past events on Thursday Night Thunder and the bigger shows at the end of the month. There's the Reptoid machine. We haven't seen that since the Summer Heat Shootout. There you see Son of a Digger, the old NWO ride. We hope you enjoyed this inside look at the MTA Junkyard. Well, ladies and gentlemen, get ready because it's final time here on Thunder in the Snow. Stinger Unleashed draws up against the Michigan Ice Monster. Now, the driver of Michigan Ice Monster, Johnny Retlaw, took the Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder to the finals at the Revenge Show this past Saturday. But he draws up against Stinger Unleashed, who made a nice debut at the Revenge Show himself. So who's going to take it here tonight? Ice Monster, Stinger, it's showtime! Down the straight, up and over the cars, Ice Monster spins out! And your winner of Thursday Night Thunder will be Stinger Unleashed. Congratulations to Chris Bullock in the brand new Stinger Unleashed for winning Thursday Night Thunder. Now we're going to take a look at the point standings as we kicked off the February season. Stinger Unleashed holds the lead with 20 points. Michigan Ice Monster follows up with 15. Zombie and Bigfoot hold the gate closed with 5.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out. Yeah, it's
Thank you guys for watching this special edition of Thursday Night Thunder. Be sure to check out our other videos linked right here on our channel. As always, crush that subscribe button and I'll catch you down the road. See you next week.